Well, Jermaine Sanwolu joins us now on Skype from London to discuss this latest attack. Now, this is the most horrible attack since the London attack in 2005 in Britain. How terrible is this?
Well, thanks a lot for having me this morning. This is really a terrible attack, and in the words of Prime Minister May, she said this is an appalling terrorist attack. And also in the words of the Prime Minister of Australia, he says this is especially vile, especially horrific, and this is especially criminal offense. It not only targeted the British people, but also it targeted our future, the young people. This is a terrible act, and we really have to stand firm against it and oppose such terrorist attacks in our world today.
And with the information, of course, we know that Britain is in its election period. Campaigns were going on at that time before they halted it now because of this terrible attack. What does this say about intelligence gathering in England at the moment?
Well, thanks a lot for asking that good question, because people have actually been commenting about the strength and also the responsiveness of the intelligence operatives in the United Kingdom. We see many situations whereby this kind of things happen, and we see a lot of they actually knew some of these people. They have actually been on their radar, but nothing was actually done to clamp them. Already we can see 400 plus police operatives and security operatives actually on ground in Manchester. How I wish such 400 people could have been put in the intelligence agencies right now to be investigating and looking at these people who have records or tendencies to actually commit such horrific attacks. Yes, the political scene has actually been cooled down at the moment, because they've all agreed to actually stand down, because this is really something that has hit the heart of the people. Remember that these terrorists, they are very strategic in their approach in attacking people. Just 2 months ago, they attacked the political scene, the Westminster, and around 4 people were killed and many injured. And right now, they've attacked the entertainment hub. They've done this in the Bataclan in France in 2015. In Germany, they also did something similar in an entertainment venue. And also in 2004, in the Ministry of Sound, there was almost a failed attempt there. So we see that they're trying to attack things that are dear to the British people: politics, entertainment, and let's not hope they go into places of worship, which is their modus operandi around the world in coming years or months. So the intelligence operatives actually have to clamp down on them and intensify the efforts. Investments need to be made into intelligence gathering, and also ensuring that this homegrown radical terrorists are actually clamped down, and they don't actually have breathing space to carry out such hideous attacks.
And now the general fear really is that this attacker being tagged as a suicide bomber now couldn't have acted alone, and there could still be more people out there planning greater attacks in the United Kingdom. Should they be afraid of the unknown right now, and what steps should be taking at the moment?
Yes, in the words of our Home Secretary here in the United Kingdom, she said that we should be alert and not alarmed. And as Donald Trump also said, he said we should not see them as monsters that people to be feared and to be wary of, but we should see them as evil losers who have nothing to offer, and their eventual and immediate outcome would always be loss and defeat. So right now, people should not be afraid, but what we have to do is to ensure that we actually put our act in order. We actually ensure that security operatives are actually on ground to do what they are meant to do, and to ensure that such people do not have breathing space, as I said, to actually carry out such acts. In the United Kingdom right now, people are very, very watchful, especially in Manchester. It is the 3rd largest city in the United Kingdom. There's also a large Nigerian population there, and many people were actually affected directly or indirectly. Over 22 people actually lost their lives, and many, they said up to 59 people right now, are actually being treated in 6 hospitals in the Manchester region right now. So people are on high alert. They are wondering what has happened, but I'm sure the British government is doing everything to calm nerves and to offer counseling services to those people who are affected, and also medical care. But this is a trying time for our nation, but we have to stand united and oppose such terrorist people, and not ensure that they don't feel like this is a win, because they are evil losers and they scored nothing. They have actually lost, because we are stronger than ever.
Very sad indeed, and families are still looking for some of their loved ones to see if they are affected by that attack. Now, Britain is on its second highest threat level of severe. Are you in any way thinking that the government should up it to the West's level of threat alert?
Well, I believe that is what the terrorists would like us to do. For over a decade right now, Britain has actually been on that severe alert since the July 7, 2005 attacks that were had on the transport system in the United Kingdom. So the British government is used to managing such threats right now. We just have to intensify our efforts, you understand, ensure that people have a sense of security. Right now in communal places, in places where people gather together, there has to be great security presence. And I also believe that we have to be more watchful. Those people who have tendencies to do this kind of things must actually be curtailed. Surprisingly, this is close to 4 years, almost like 4 years remembrance that actually happened for Lee Rigby, that was killed by the British-Nigerian terrorist a while ago. It's actually 4 years to the date of what actually happened. So these things have been happening in the United Kingdom, but right now we have to ensure that once we identify such people within the law, we must be able to ensure that their actions are curtailed, they may be monitored. They are not, if they are working within a network, we must see that the kind of messages they are sending via their emails, or if they have encrypted apps, they must be monitored. Because this guy, they say that he may be a lone attacker, but actually he may be connected to the larger ISIS or Al-Qaeda kind of network, which is actually grooming people around the world. Remember, and I will close with this, is that this is an ideology that we are fighting. It is not just an attack where we can drop bombs. We have to ensure that we have to go on an information warfare, psychological warfare, a reorientation of people within the Middle East, and also homegrown Islamic terrorists that are actually being grown in the UK, to ensure that we have a more balanced view of Islam. And these people, as Donald Trump said, that they are not worshiping God, they are worshiping death and evil. You understand? And we must make sure that the youth now know that going into such activities is not something that
Jermaine
is good.
Sanwolu, I can imagine your emotion there. Thank you for your analysis.